Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm here with a second place deck profile for the 3-3 tournament at Platteville, Wisconsin. And yeah, I played Avenger Dragon Link. So before
What
we
DP?
with DP, yeah, I forgot. Before I get into the deck profile, I have a few shouts. So my first shout goes to my teammates, Michael and Nate. I kind of carried them in Swiss, but Nate, carried us in Top Cut. And then second shout goes to Sebastian Todd, aka Daily B7. He helped me out with this deck list, and I just been grinding with it. And yeah, just been clapping up some bums with this deck. And then their shout goes to TDS United for letting me be on their channel for the first time. And then finally to my girlfriend for being supportive and amazing.
Okay.
All right. So
how many cards in the main?
I played 60 cards in this.
Okay.
So first part is the Brave Engine. So 3 Chantress, 3 Right, 1 Faithful, Draco back, and then Griffin Rider. I think this ratio is standard, and I guess I could show this, but I'm also playing Foolish Burial for another copy of Enchantress.
So like just 10 card engine basically.
Yeah, 10 card engine. I don't think I would ever like increase the ratio. I think this is just clean. So yeah, so these 10 cards. And then for the Dragon engine, I play 3 Tracer, 2 Synchron, 1 Recharger, and 2 Absorber. I know some builds, they're actually reducing to having just 2 Tracer, 1 Synchron, 1 Recharger, 1 App. So I personally like the Rocket engine. I always want to see in my hand because it's just like with Boost Sector, or if you have Boost Sector live, it just gives you so much advantage to it. And yeah, I think the Rocket engine is the correct ratio with these 8. And then I also played 3 Black Metal and then 1 Red and D.
A little saucy here.
With the Brave engine, you just kind of have to play 3 Black Metal because any other normal summon dragon monster, you can't really use their effect, and Black Metal is probably the best normal summon dragon monster. So yeah, and then the 1 Red MD, I don't ever want to play like more than 1 copy because I think just you only need the 1 to resolve in your first turn, and then like yeah, that's basically it, just the only 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also play 2 Safers.
Why 2?
I don't really have a good explanation for 2 Safers, but I guess I could say that like during the grind game, if you have a Chaos Levy in the graveyard and Safer, like this just helps recur Levy in air and just like pop 2 cards.
Yeah.
And then say if you don't open any of the Brave stuff, Safer becomes a really good normal summon monster, and you just play Dragon combos.
Yeah, so you get access to your Chaos engine then.
Yeah. So those, and then I also play Brotar since this format is so like DP heavily. If you don't get side, Brotar is kind of good because anything you any normal summon dragon, your opponent just has to like DP it, and then Brotar is kind of live. Another thing is, if you have Seal and your opponent just Nibiru's you, what you could do is use Seal effects, summon out Brotar effect, add Chaos Dragon Levineer, summon Levineer to hand rip a card, and then make Verte, and then summon DP and pop their Nib. So it's just like another extender, really good extender.
Yeah.
And then play 1 Octavision. I wish I could play more copies, but I'm playing 60 cards. There's no.
You're playing 60 cards and you don't have room?
I mean, I would play 62 and add 2 more Noctovision, but literally there's nothing that I could think of that I want to cut at the moment.
Yeah.
So I just had to play the 1 Noctovision.
Yeah, the ratios.
Yeah. And then for the Chaos engine, 1 black, 1 white, 1 Levy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard. And then for the DP engine, Celeste, Dasher, and then 2 Fusion Destiny. Yeah, I don't really have to go into it.
What about the Verte bait for Fusion Destiny that?
Oh yeah, for real. Oh yeah, so real reason why you want to play 2 is you just summon out Verte, your opponent just has to nib you, and then laugh, and then just activate Fusion Destiny from hand. Basically nib bait. Alright, So for my hand trap lineup, I play 3 Ash, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Nibiru, 3 Gamma, and then 3 Imperm. So 18 hand traps in the main deck. I don't know the exact percentage, but I think it's like at least more than 55% of seeing 2 hand traps in your opening hand. And I chose these specific hand traps because Ash is just generically good. Effect Veiler, Ghost Ogre, Nib, they're really good cards to mill off Chaos Ruler. Gamma is really impactful going second, and then Imperm is sometimes good if you see it as your 6th card because you could use it as a board breaker. But yeah, so these hand traps.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for field spells, 1 boot, 1 Dragon Ravine. I don't feel like playing more than 1 copy because they're kind of
Just a standard, right?
Yeah, these are standard. They're searchable, so you don't really need to play more than 1 copies of these. And then the broken spell cards, 3 quick launch, and then 3 chaos base.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's the last standard spells.
standard spell. Like I said, 60 cards in the main deck. On to the extra deck. So field center, tokens.
Yeah, part of the main deck, right?
Yeah, part of the main deck. Sure.
You have to put on your.
Yeah, especially this token for being the brave or the brave token. All right, 1 striker dragon, 1 pisty, dragoonity Romulus, seal, quad barrel, and triple burst. So you only want to play 1 seal because the second seal never comes up, and there's a better card for the second seal, which I'll show you in a bit. But these 6 is kind of standard. I know some people cut quad barrel. I personally like quad barrel because if your opponent has another link monster on board, you could just use quad barrel effect, target their link monster, and summon out your own rocket monsters while having another body on board.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Dark, so this is the card that I was talking about as my second seal. Dark is really insane in this format. Basically, you could just like steal your opponent's DPE, and they can't really clear their DPE back. And say if your opponent like does anything with this card, you get to add like basically any of your like dragon monsters from your main deck. So usually I would add like Levineer and probably Rock and Synchron for like a follow-up. But yeah, so 1 dark, 1 IP that goes into Unicorn, and then Xcode Talker just to go for game.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing DP, so I have to play Verte and then DP. So this card is basically a Nibiru bait, and yeah, there's nothing to say about that. I would just summon out
Probably the
Verte.
best card in the game right now, probably.
Yeah, probably. And then for my synchros, 1 Savage, 1 Chaos Healer, 1 Hot Red.
Some of the best synchro monsters ever be printed.
Yeah, especially this card. This one says mill 5.
Yeah.
Alright,
And off to the side deck.
side deck, yeah. So I play 3 Droll, and then 3 Token Collector. So I think this is pretty much standard. Like Droll like basically hurts the Brave Engine, and then Token Collector also kind of hurts the Brave Engine, especially against like Sorcerer and Prank Kits, because what you can do with it is if they start off. Well, this happened one time during testing where my opponent he activated Pranks to get a token on board, and I just dropped Token Collector, and he couldn't really extend further. So it's just really good, and I think it's better than Lancia right now, in my opinion, because if your opponent, or if you get Lancia, you can still extend further.
You still have Verte.
Yeah, you still have first take, basically. basically, this deck is just like spamming out Verte. But yeah, so
Make seals, make Verte pass.
yeah, basically. And then play 1 call by, 3 talents. I don't really main deck talents. I only put it in when I'm going first. It just helps out with side deck pattern, and same with call by. But yeah.
Okay.
And then for like my back row, hey, 3 Twin Twister, 1 Duster, 1 Red Reboot, 1 Red Reboot. It just like blow up cards that you need to see against like Eldritch.
Yeah, there's a lot of Eldritch.
Yeah, there's a lot of Eldritch.
So.
But luckily I dodged those players. So but yeah. So you just have to play these cards. And yeah, that's basically it for the deck profile. I can talk about my matchups.
What was your personal record?
So personal record, I went 4-3. So I went 3-1 in Swiss, and then top cut 1-2. So like my round 1, I played against Adventure PK, 2-1 that. Round 2, I played against Adventure Plunders, 2-0. Round 3, I played against Base, I also 2-0. And then round 4, I played against Flunders, which was my only loss in Swiss. I don't think I really lost to Flunders. I just lost to D-Shifter because I can't really do much.
D-Shifter's such a fun card, though, you know?
I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, Effect Veiler, Ghost Order doesn't do anything.
Just draw the Gamma, I guess, you know?
Yeah, draw the Gamma, I guess. And then top cut, I played against the same Flunders and I lost. But this time, he beat me 0-2. And like I said, I lost to D-Shifter. And then top 4, I played against Adventure Pranks. I 2-0'd him. And then finals, I played against Adventure PKs. Game 1, he won the die roll. And then game 2, I just bricked. I literally cannot do anything. But yeah, that was about it. Our team name was 2.5 Men because I'm the shortest person on the team. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay.